Hey everyone, it's Dan from The Plague. I am back with a new album review. Today I'm going to be talking about the debut album from the band Sacrifizer, and it's called Le Diamant de Lucifer. This is a band out of France, out of Mulhouse, France, and they have been around since 2017. They released a demo in 2018, an EP in 2019, and this is their first full-length album, and it just came out on May 27th, 2022 on Osmose Records. The band's style is described as speed metal, but I would describe it more as blackened speed metal or even blackened thrash. So the album kicks off straight out of the gate with Ascent to the Black Throne, and there's no warm up to it. It's just straight into it. One thing that hooked me right away was there was a killer guitar solo before the vocals even come in. And there's even a few blast beats, although they're used sparingly on the song and pretty sparingly through the album in general. The first three songs are all very good and just pretty intense and brutal throughout. But then we hit this 90-second kind of intermission. It's like a little synth solo instrumental piece that nicely breaks up the album. And then we go back straight into the aggressive style with Leather Agents. But then it shifts gears again into the title track, which is the lengthiest track on the album and shows the most diversity. It opens with a cool, kind of moodier section that builds up into a more mid-tempo song for most of its duration. And there's quite a bit of melodic bits here and there. And it closes with a nice, lengthy acoustic guitar piece that works really well. The song Possessor is next, and it's probably the most forgettable song on the album, despite having a kind of cool little punky riff towards the end. But it goes into Steel Assassins, which has one of the most melodic and memorable choruses of all the songs on the album. It makes for a nice contrast with the otherwise just typically brutal riffing throughout. Following this is another 90-second instrumental synth piece, which offers a little rest before the very final track on the album, which is another fairly epic track. It's called La Catedral, and it offers a little bit more of a mid-tempo feel once again. It has some vocals provided by someone named Nathaniel Colas, who's from another band that I forgot the name of now, but they're very much in that epic kind of triumphant, clean vocal style of, it reminds me of Hades Almighty or Borknagar at times. But it's a really cool way to end the album and just offer, again, some more variety to the music. Moving on to the band's performance, the vocals are not super original, but they're definitely very effective. They have that raspy kind of mid to lower range, but then occasionally he'll include this kind of yelping, screaming bit towards the end of the verse or the couplet. The vocals also have a good dose of reverb to kind of give them that, old school morbid feel, but they're not drowning in reverb the way that they were on the EP, which was fine. I mean, that's cool too, but they're just there's a little more clarity here. You can hear what's going on. Overall, the production has a nice clarity to it, despite still having a very raw and primitive feel to it. I also wanted to make note of the drumming because while a lot of the beats are fairly straightforward, the drummer makes use of the hi-hats and the cymbals a lot in fairly unique ways that I think really lends itself to a more interesting listen. It kind of takes it to that next level. So the cover art is done by Velio Josto, and I apologize if I'm getting that pronunciation wrong, but he has been responsible for the album art for quite a number of amazing releases in recent years. Everybody from Enforcer to Gallower to Mystic, Vulture. And yeah, I think he really delivers once again here. It's got the right dark kind of blasphemous feel of the music, conveys itself. And there's also a good bit of detail and symbolism included, which offers the person viewing it the chance to kind of experience new things each time they go back to it, which I always appreciate that. So overall, I think this is a really rock solid debut album. It's not the most original album you're going to hear, but there are elements to it that are different, and just the overall vibe works really well. The album flows really well. There's a good diversity to the material. And I just like how the band's playing is, top notch. but it never feels like it's overthought too much. Like there's a good organic feel to the delivery, like, you know, a very live feel to it. Same with the production. It's, you know, very well balanced and clear, but it doesn't, you know, damper the rawness that, you know, this kind of music really needs. So yeah, I think it builds really nicely on the EP. So if you're familiar with that and liked it, I think you'll definitely enjoy this. If you're a fan of any of the bands that are out there now doing the style, you know, everybody from Evil, Hellripper, Necromanthean, Division Speed, Witch Trap, Occult Burial. There's so many great bands out there right now working in the genre of black and speed metal and black and thrash metal. And I think Sacrifizer is just another great welcome addition. So yeah, check it out. I will leave some links below for the band. And if you get a chance and enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. And I will we'll be back sooner than later with another review. And until then, stay metal.